Basics of 5G technology. This is very important for upcoming examination like WBCS and UPSC. This is brought to you by Step Up WBCS, your online platform for WBCS guidance by WBCS officers. 5G technology. Let's get into the details and basics of 5G technology, which will be useful for our upcoming examination like WBCS and UPSC. Why this is in news recently? Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea, they have received a 6-month extension from Department of Telecommunications DOT to conduct 5G trials till May 2022. Now let's get into the details of 5G technologies. 5G is designed to improve network connections by addressing the legacy issues of speed, latency and utility, which the earlier or current generation of mobile networks could not address. Speed, latency and utility. It will also have an enhanced throughput to handle more simultaneous connections at a time, than current generation networks. 5G mainly works in 3 bands, namely low, mid and high frequency spectrum. 5G has the potential to add between 0.35 to 0.5% to the GDP of India. This is a comparative chart of 3G versus 4G versus 5G and 6G. 3G, 4G, 5G and 6G. Deployment, this is from 2004 to 2006, 3G. 4G operated between 2006 to 2010. 5G, they have started operating from 2020. And 6G is probably going to take up from 2028 to 2030. Let's get into the bit bandwidth. 3G operates in 2 Mbps, 4G 200, 5G will be operating above 1 Gbps, while 6G will be operating at 1 Tbps. Now let's get into the details of latency. We have heard about this word latency in our earlier chapters. Now we will be discussing the parameters of 3G, 4G, 5G and 6G. In 3G, the latency is 100 to 150 millisecond. In 4G, it is 20 to 30 millisecond. In 5G, it is less than 10 millisecond. While in 6G, it is less than 1 microsecond, which is way below 3G or 4G, which we are experiencing now. The average speed of 3G was 144 kbps, while in 4G it is 25 Mbps. In 5G it is way above the 4G mark, it is 200 to 400 Mbps, while in 6G it is 50 times faster than 5G. This will give you a clear idea of the various speeds which are available at our disposal. We have been experiencing 3G and 4G. Now we will be going forward for 5G and then we will be experiencing 6G. This is a comparative picture of the various bands of 5G which we have already discussed. There are 3 bands: low band, mid band and high band. The low band, great promise in terms of coverage and speed of internet and data exchange. The maximum speed is limited to 100 Mbps. For commercial cell phone users who may not have specific demands for high speed internet, this is actually suitable. This may not be optimal for specialized needs of the industry, which requires high bandwidth. Now let's get into mid band range. Higher speeds compared to the low band may be used by industries and specialized factory units for building captive networks. In terms of coverage area and penetration of signals, this has limitation. In the high band segment, it offers the highest speed, that is 20 Gbps, but there is limitation. It has extremely limited coverage and signal penetration strength is also not that good. Now let's look into the opportunities that come with 5G. In the advancing societies, smarter electricity grids for greatly reduced carbon emissions, more connected vehicles sharing data to prevent road collisions, faster deployment of emergency services in case of accidents, connected sensors that can detect and give early warning regarding natural disaster, drones becoming a key tool to accelerate and support emergency situation response, smooth remote access to specialists for consultation and patient diagnosis. Now, in transforming industries, 5G is the foundation for flexible, efficient, and responsible business. Production lines autonomously reacting to supply and demand, digital replicas that can warn about real machinery faults ahead of time, logistic networks autonomously routing goods based on real world conditions, full traceability down to the individual item at warehouse and ports, remote access to powerful robots and vehicles for improved safety in risky environments, increased use of IoT in agriculture to efficiently grow crops. Now, in elevating experiences, greater realism in VR, AR, and extended reality, that is XR, with lighter devices, delivering sensory experiences like touch through devices, more engaging methods of teaching through immersive content, immersive virtual meetings to boost remote team productivity, stable and reliable connectivity in crowded spaces, new angles and interactions for live and remote event spectators. These are the opportunities that come with 5G. Now let's look into the challenges to 5G evolution in India. Lack of infrastructure, inadequate optical fiber infrastructure and backhaul, import dependent fiber optics industry, interrupted power supply, virtualization and cloud dependence. Now, high auction prices. According to the industry, the base price of USD 70.16 million per megahertz for the 3300 to 3600 megahertz band is very high, especially for India. Contiguous spectrum blocks for providing quality services. Telco issues, financial constraints, pressure to generate adequate returns on 4G investment, lack of relevant skill sets, low ARPU, that is average revenue per user, this is very low. Standards and interoperability, this is also suffering. Now, consumer constraints, network coverage issues, handset availability, affordability, and interoperability, data privacy, which is breached continuously. Technological challenges. 5G needs a significant amount of new harmonized mobile spectrum to deliver widespread coverage. This may be difficult due to unavailability of some bands. Imports account for about 90% of India's telecom equipment market, resulting in high import dependency on the complete 5G supply chain. This is a major constraint for India. Other challenges from the user perspective, privacy concerns center around location tracking, identity, and other personal data. 5G will enable real-time connectivity within critical infrastructure. Thus, any possible weakness in the network security can threaten security of this infrastructure and in turn may threaten our national security from the national security point of view. In the context of strained India-China ties, government has been citing security and strategy related issues and thus indicating towards exclusion of firms like Huawei and ZTE from 5G rollout in India. We will be excluding Huawei and ZTE, these are basically Chinese companies, so that our national security is not breached. Now let us look into the 5G development and the role of Quad. Quad stands for Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, that is Quad. It has India, US and Australia and Japan as the countries, member countries. These are basically a framework which is against the Chinese domination. So Quad provides an ideal test bed for a shared 5G risk and resilience framework that can be expanded to the broader Indo-Pacific region. Risks identified in this connection are technical risk from 5G architecture and protocols, supply chain and connectedness risk, disruptions due to the natural and man-made causes including conflict, but also geopolitical pressures, complex supply chain interdependencies, and national powers to control national suppliers. Capability and capacity risk to address insufficient institutional capability and capacity, including in terms of expertise, institutional relationships, and personnel to monitor and manage 5G security risks. Approaches Quad countries have taken to secure their 5G deployments. Blocking high-risk vendors. Quad members decided to exclude Chinese vendors Huawei and ZTE from their national 5G networks build-out because of growing geopolitical tensions and profound mistrust towards China. Mitigating third-party supply chain risk. Changes in government procurement authorities and policies in the form of strict cyber and supply chain security requirements are the measures Quad countries have applied so far. Providing financial incentives to industry for secure 5G deployments. Strengthening international cooperation. Japan and India, for instance, signed a memorandum of understanding on ICT cooperation in Jan 2021, covering 5G technologies and telecom security, among other issue areas. Imposed cyber security obligations on their telecommunications providers, for example through regulatory telecommunications and critical infrastructure protection authorities. Now let's look into the way forward for 5G technology in India. Steps taken by government. A 5G high-level forum was set up in 2017 to articulate the vision for 5G in India and to recommend policy initiatives and action plans to realize this vision. This is set up in 2017. Cellular Operators Association of India has formed the 5G India Forum, that is expected to serve as a national initiative where all stakeholders, private and public, small and large, can meet and discuss the challenges of making 5G a reality in India. Building an end-to-end 5G testbed program that envisages close collaboration between the universities and startups and create an ecosystem that closely resembles a real-world 5G deployment. National Digital Communication Policy 2018 also lays out the following objectives with respect to 5G services in India. This is from the Indian perspective. Enabling high-speed internet, Internet of Things and M2M, that is machine to machine, by rollout of several 5G technologies. Enhancing the backhaul capacity to support the deployment of next generation networks. This is applicable for 6G technologies also. This is the landscape of 5G. 5G will differentiate itself by delivering various improvements. The improvements are in the area of latency. It will be 1 millisecond as promised. It is 10x, 10 times less, and connection density is 10 times more, enabling more efficient signaling for IoT connectivity. Experience throughout 10x, bringing more uniform multi-Gbps peak rates. Spectrum efficiency, it's 3 times more, achieving even more bits per hertz with advanced antenna techniques. Traffic capacity is 100 times better, driving network hyper-densification with more small cells everywhere, and network efficiency will be increasing by 100 times more, optimizing network energy consumption with more efficient processing. Key interventions that were required from the government side and the regulation that should be followed. Streamlining regulations to facilitate development, focus to be on standardizing permit procedures, creating a single window mechanism, supportive investment policy, incentivizing infrastructure development. Now, provide policy flexibility to encourage innovation. Application and use of case labs can be encouraged to test interoperability for new application, foster innovation and develop locally tailored solution. Release sufficient and affordable spectrum. Spectrum pricing fee can be reduced from 3 to 8% considering high debt level, competitive structure and poor profitability of the industry. Ease financial stress on stakeholders. Steps should be taken to reduce the tax burden. Cut down costs, cut license fee from 8% to 6% and provide leverage to the industry. So the key points which are required for the 5G industry to flourish are infrastructure investment, interoperability between devices, enhanced data privacy and security, reskilling and upskilling, focus on innovation and monetization, network virtualization, periodic discussions with regulators, cost in infrastructure sharing. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video will greatly help you in understanding the concepts of 5G and its applications everywhere, and this is very important for your upcoming examination as said previously for WBCS and UPSC. Thank you.